Hi there, everybody. Welcome to the stream. I'm Very Dead, and this is Very Dead Gaming. Today, we're doing Taco Tuesday and Packhound missiles because everything goes well on Taco Tuesday. So, what I'm going to do today is I unlocked Packhounds, and those are you have to kind of get into power play a little bit. You have to align yourself with Leong Ri, and you have to be aligned for more than 4 weeks. It's kind of a pain. And then once you're aligned for 4 weeks, then you have to do some power play missions to get, they're called merits. And when you get your merits up, you have to get 750 merits. Then you unlock the Packhound missiles, which is a medium missile rack of seeker missiles, but there's a ton of them. So anyways, they're it's kind of a rapid fire missile rack. It's very cool. And I originally wanted to get them unlocked so that I could add them to my little PvP ship, but I decided, hey, what if I put like 7 of these on type 10 and then just go and annihilate everything. And it is pretty overpowered, I have to say, but it's a lot of fun. You just can lay waste to pretty much anything in your path. The only unfortunate thing about it is you go through your ammunition very quickly, so you can't really hang around and dominate and rack up a lot of kills. So that's kind of the only drawback. Now they can be engineered for high capacity, so I think that would mitigate that a little bit. But enough talk. I'm gonna get out there and I'm gonna go fly this behemoth. So what I have here, let me go to outfitting and I'll show you. So I have my type 10 defender, and if you go to hard points, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Packhound missile racks. And on smaller ships, if I just unload one, they just detonate immediately. It takes their shields down, and usually what I'll do with these is I'll go after the drives, so the thrusters, so that they just lose control of their ship, and then it's just, sometimes I won't even waste any more missiles. I'll just ram them in this thing and they detonate. And I have a couple of torpedo pylons, just because I had never used torpedoes and I wanted to try them out. So and they don't seem to be that bad. I think what I need to do with them is I just need to target a different subsystem with them when I fire them off. Anyways, so there you have it. Lots of weapons, just tons of these missiles. And basically what I did was I just put them all on my one fire group, and I hit the button, and all 7 of them go off at once, and it's absolutely insane. So, and then the core internals on this thing, it's not really engineered. I have a couple of blueprints pinned for lightweight life support and lightweight sensors, so I went ahead and just engineered those just to save on a little bit of weight. But overall, I mean, I just have the lightweight alloys. If I was serious about turning this into a fighting ship, that would be the reactive armor, or if it was fighting Thargoids, the military grade. Just a standard power plant, but it's as big as I could get it. Biggest thrusters, big FSD. None of this stuff is engineered. One, I kind of depleted all of my engineering materials, and I didn't feel like going out and getting them. And I just wanted to see what this ship could do on its own. Optional internals, I put in a shield generator, fuel scoop, fighter hangar, which before I fly out, I'm going to get a pilot. I'll just get a beginner pilot. And It's got 2 different types of fighters, because might as well try them out. It's got FSD booster, and then the rest is hull reinforcements all the way across. And then I do have shields on it, so if I go to my utility mounts, I have 4 point defense. I think I'm going to get rid of 2 of them because they're really overkill, and then I'll just do some more shield boosters. But for now, it's all right. I haven't had any problems with any NPCs, and I might take this one out. Well, an open this one wouldn't survive very long just because it's not reinforced very well, but fun to fly nonetheless. Although a little bit expensive. All right. So what I wanted to do is I want to go to contacts. Let's pick up a pilot for. Oh, that's not the place. It's crew lounge. And let me see. We'll go crew slot. Let's get this harmless pilot here. I'll hire. And it will set active. Good. Okay, so now I have someone to fly my fighters. So we'll play around with that a little bit too. Why not? This is all good fun. Alright, so we're going to take off. And I was going to go to a hazardous resource extraction site. We'll try that out. So anybody celebrate Taco Tuesday as I do? I try every Tuesday to go and get tacos. Because tacos, people, tacos.
Docking clamps are tracked. You may leave when ready.
You don't need a reason. And we have here, I'm in Arizona, and we have pretty good Mexican food down here, I gotta say. Uh-oh. Having trouble.
Frameshift charge detected.
Let me see if I can get out of this thing. So, this is a Type 10, and it is a huge, huge beast. And it handles horribly. So slow. And so when I'm... a couple of other things. When I'm flying this thing, and when I'm fighting, I usually will go 3 and 3. 3 to systems, 3 to engines. And that seems to be quite satisfactory at maintaining my shields and enough maneuverability. And with the Packhounds, you don't need any pips to weapons at all. Alright, so let me take a look. We're going to look for... This is an anarchy system, so maybe I'll just go to... Let me take a look here. Let me take a look at the system, first of all. I just flew here because it was anarchy. But we don't really have... let me go to the nav beacon, since it's an anarchy system. Let's see what we can do there. Because why not? And then I'll pull up Elite Dangerous Database, and let me just do that right now. I'll find a site with which should have a resource extraction site, and hopefully it will be... I'm gonna look for an anarchy system. So let me just find that real quick. So it's anarchy. I'm at Pathan. And we want... I'll look for a pristine ring. And let's see. Alright, I'm just looking for him right now. Oh, hang on, let me get back to the game before I overshoot. The nav beacon's on the other side. mean, this ship is... I had never flown one before, and I gotta say, it doesn't handle very well at all. It's very slow turn radius. Oh, no, I don't want to be there. Let's see if I can get out a little farther. There we go. Alright, so I'm looking at Elite Dangerous database. If you guys, anybody watching that doesn't know about that already, it's an external website, eddb.io, and it is basically the search through the entire Elite Dangerous data set that should be in the game that isn't, and it's an extremely valuable resource. Alright, so here we are at the nav beacon. Alright, before I get into anything, let me just... I'm going to deploy my weapons. I'll probably get scanned here in a second. There it is. And what I'm looking for is... Here, let me pull this up on the screen and see if you guys can see it. Alright, so where is it? Inara. Okay, so here it is. So we have, looking down here, I'm just looking, you just search through, I looked for a pristine icy ring near where I'm at, and then I'm just going to go down here. And I think, let me see, can I select? No, I can't. Planet type. I want a populated system, but... Alright, so this one looks... Let me look at this system. So, what you do is you... Well, that's actually pretty close. So, that's the one I'm going to go to. So, alright, so that's what you do. You go to the website, you put in your search criteria, and you can then find... pretty much whatever you're looking for. It's got systems, stations, commodities, factions, bodies, trade routes. It's got a ton of stuff. So, anyways, let me just turn this back off so you can see the game. Okay. So that was Elite Dangerous database. All right. So I've been scanned a few times. Let me see if I can find any criminals. A lot of ships here. So we're in a lawless state, so I could pretty much attack anything I want. And I think I will. Well, I'm not going to do serious security because I don't want the security after me. But all right, so here's a group of 3. 2 federal dropships, and it looks like an anaconda. And that's the Draconian Federal Republic. So I think that's actually the controlling faction, and I don't really want to attack the controlling faction, but I might. Alright, so here... So typically what I would do is I would target his drives. But see, he's in a wing of 3, and this ship will not survive against 3. Let's see if I can find something else. Alright, there's a Cobra. I can take this guy out, no problem. Alright, so what? Alright, I'm going to target his drives. There they are. Okay. Now, I have that bound to my throttle. Alright, so we're locked in. Here we go. I'm just going to let him get past me. Alright, slow down so I can maneuver just a little bit better. You know, he's turning. There we go. Here we go. I gotta wait for them to lock again. I can't catch up on him. He's too fast. That's the sad thing about this ship. It's just so slow. Let me see. And he's fast enough that my Packhounds will... Oh, he's coming back. There we go. Now I should be able to take him out. All right, here we go. There we go. Let me just whip it around here. Try and get behind him. Oh, good. It made my life easy. There we go. Alright, I just fired 3 salvos of missiles at him. And his drive is... He's gonna detonate his... There. I mean, that was great. I should just try 1 salvo. But they come off so fast. Alright, so that was easy. Those are Packhounds. They're highly, highly amazing. Alright, so there's an ASP scout. Let me scan this guy. Alright, we're gonna take him out. Because why not? Alright, so I'm just gonna do 1 salvo. Alright, his shields are almost down. Alright, shields are down. Drives are to 40%. Drives are down and he's dead. So basically 3 salvos. Alright, so those are easy ships. Let me see if I can... I'll find something that's a little bit more challenging. And our Cobra's no challenge. And now again, these are NPCs, so... And this ship is... It's just the big behemoth. It's the Type 10 Defender. Oh, you know, I'm way away from here. I'm gonna head back. I kind of got off the beaten path here. I'll see if I can find something that with just a little bit more oomph to it. Something that is a little bit more of a challenge. But if you're looking for a ship that is unusual, it's a little on the expensive side for the way it flies, but it's all... I mean, it has 7 hardpoints that you can load up with Packhounds. And what I'll do is I'll head back to my my home base in a bit after I've had my fun with this ship, and I'll take out that little Viper, the engineered Viper, and see how the Packhounds work on that, because I'm not really good as a pilot, and I have a hard time staying on target. All right, so that looks like a pretty big ship. I can't. That's not. Okay, Crate Phantom. That'll be a little bit more of a challenge. It has some more firepower. It's a little faster. Let's see if I can get to him. And we're going to target his drive. There we go. We're getting closer. Alright, I'm going to ease off the throttle so I can get behind him. There we go. And here we go. 1 salvo. We'll see what we do. Nope. Not a lot hit him. They all went off. Too far away, I guess. Well, I can't catch him. Alright, so who's scanning me? Little ship. Yeah, see, not worth it. Alright. Diamondback Explorer, he's going down. Wrong place, wrong time, dude. There we go. Yeah. There we go. That's 2 salvo. He's got more shields. This DBX. All right. Oh, there we go. He's dead. He's dead in the water. Alright, so I'm going to fire a torpedo at him. See, I can't catch him. That's the thing. Even though he's drifting faster than my ship can go, so I just can't catch up to him. That's a shame. Alright, so he's done. Unfortunately. That's the thing about the ship. It's just so pathetically slow. I killed his drives and I can't catch him. Alright, so here's another crate phantom. I'm gonna go 3. Alright, his shields are still up. See if I can get behind him. There we go. Let's see if I can do it. He's got some decent shields. And I think I'm gonna run out of missiles. Keep attacking him. Alright. The shields are down. There goes a torpedo. And bye-bye. Alright, but see, I'm out of ammo. That's it. Now I gotta go land. That's sad. Alright. So we're gonna go back to McMonagle Port. Oops, hit the wrong button. Took my shields offline like a idiot. Alas. Alright, heading back. Alright, so that's... that was kind of fun. I mean, you can pretty much kill anything. It doesn't take a lot of effort. Time to make my way around here. One of my favorite taco spots here in Phoenix. It's a restaurant really close by. And I think that's what really got me into the whole Taco Tuesday thing. They're just so good. Alright, so here we are. Going to go back, and then I'm going to head off to that other system that hopefully it has a... You know what I'm going to do? Let me just... I'm not even going to dock here. Hang on a second. I'll head back to my home base. How about that? Let's do that. And we'll get rid of this ship, and I'll switch over to my... Come on, why is this not working? How many times do I gotta click on it? Alright, so we'll head back. Ray Gateway. There it is. Alright. Heading home. And I'll pick up my Viper Mark III, and then I'll switch over to open and see if I can find some other commanders, and I'll just attack, see how quickly I die. Why not? Sounds like fun, right? So if anyone is just joining, I unlocked the Packhound missiles today, and I was just testing them out on this is a, what is it? I can't even remember the name of the ship. It's that big one, the Type 10 Defender, the big behemoth. I was able to put 7 Packhound missile racks on it and fire them pretty much all simultaneously. And I haven't engineered them or anything, so I run out of ammo pretty quick. But it really is satisfying to completely annihilate pretty much anything. And they do seem to have a little harder time if you have really good shields. But I'm thinking if you engineer them and put a nice secondary effect on, you'll be able to strip shields pretty easily, or at least damage the shield generator enough that it becomes a less of an issue. I don't know. I've never used them before, so the finer points of Packhound missiles are still lost on me. But I have to say, it was really fun to just watch all of those missiles go off at one time. It is pretty crazy. Has anybody else used them before? And have any suggestions on engineering for them? I think pretty much it goes without saying that you're going to get the high capacity mod so that you get a lot more missiles, just so you can fight a little bit longer. Alright, so I'll switch ships. I'll get my smaller one. It's pretty well engineered, and it has I put the Packhounds on it as well. They're not engineered. It was just a hull tank before, but I put bi-weaves on it because I was using it to fight against NPCs, and I would just have to, I wouldn't be able to stay on and fight for very long. The hull would take too much damage, and I would have to leave when fighting the NPCs. So I decided to put bi-weaves on, and it really makes a big difference against NPCs. You can stay on, and I can fight and not take any hull damage and pretty much hang out until I run out of ammo. So I'm able to practice a little bit more, because I need a ton of practice. Not a very good pilot. Alright, so I'm just going to go up here. I don't want to slow down, so I don't want to get caught in the gravity drag of this planet here. I'm gonna, though. So any of you watch regularly, I took last week off. I was on vacation just for spring break. Took a little took a little time, got out of town. Just got away from everything for a while. I highly recommend it, especially if you have a stressful job. And of course, I can't afford it. That's the trick. I didn't go on vacations for almost my entire adult life because just there was never any money for it. And until I made it a priority to not spend money on other things so that I could then have a vacation. So, alright, so we're going to pad 24, and hopefully, hey, that was a small miracle. I remembered to request docking. Usually when I'm live streaming, the first couple of times I try to dock, I forget to request it. Right, this ship, I don't know if I would ever use that ship for anything. It's kind of fun because it's really big and really slow and kind of plotting, and then you unleash 7 racks of missiles all at once. So let me see. Let me go to my contacts. Let's see. I got any bonds? No. I didn't turn them in. And they don't have... Alright, so we'll go shipyard. Alright, let me find my little guy. Alright. Okay, here it is. Dorito. Okay, so before I go, it's got a pretty decent speed for a Viper and a fairly decent maneuverability. It's got a good jump range for what it is. 2B Packhounds, plasma accelerator, super penetrator railgun. So it's basically kind of that plasma rail meta PvP, but I threw Packhounds on it. So just to be annoying, I guess. And then it has point defense and chaff launcher. The byweaves are not engineered, so that is kind of a liability. I would love to engineer that so that they, you know, I think I have engineered byweaves. I have to, let me look. I'll look at my, and then it, you know, reactive surface. And what I did was I kind of, instead of the deep plating, I did layered plating so that it has a little bit more thermal. I think it gave me the best kind of resistances. So anyways, that was that. I'm going to go to outfitting. Oh, I didn't switch ships. Now let me go back to shipyard because I forgot to switch ships. Oh, was that it? There it is. Oh. Where are you? You would think I would know how to do this stuff by now. I'm really, really bad at it. Alright, so we're going to use this guy. And let me just check the outfitting, because I swore I have at least a partially engineered byweave. We'll go optional. Yes, yeah. Okay, yeah, here. Engineered byweaves. Reinforced fast charge. Yeah. Alright, transfer that to the ship. Nice. And let me just confirm. Okay, so now we're getting somewhere. I'm got my engineered shields. Let's check the mods. Okay, it's grade 5 with a fast charge. So that's about the best mod I can think of for a byweave, but you know, for what I'm using it for, because it'll recharge. You know, you get those because you want them to come up fast, and it looks like that'll work. So, oh, I just lost power. Let me just check my modules here. Okay, so I'm just over. So we're gonna disable the cargo hatch. That way I don't have to worry about it. And I think basically what happens is it was already on group 3, so as soon as I would deploy weapons, it would disable anyways, but I'll just keep it disabled, because why the heck not? All right. Let's take off. Take off, eh? All right. Once I get out there, I'm gonna switch over to open and see if we can run into any commanders, and whatever. I got plenty of money, so plenty of credit, so I'm not really worried about losing this ship. Ooh, boy! After piloting the Type 10, this thing is so twitchy and very quick. Oh wait, I think I am in open. There, yeah. When did I switch over? Yeah, I'm in open play. Great. I thought I wasn't. Alright, let me get away from here. I'm just going to go into Super Cruise, I think. And then I was going to head over to a Haz-Res. Yeah, but that's a good way to get dead when you don't want to get dead. Be in open and not realize you're in open. Anyways, yeah, that's a easy way to die. All right, so let me see. I'm gonna go 3 and 3. Here, I'll just evenly distribute, and we'll figure out what's what after that. All right, so now we're out, and let me quick. I just want to see, because there's nothing happening here in Diagondry. It's always kind of slow. Alright, so let me look up back to that. Something close by. I found a system very close by. Oh, here. Okay, let me see. Give me just a sec. I'm looking to see. I want to find an anarchy system that's close to this system that. We're gonna look for system, and I want anarchy. Let me see. Now, is it the government or the security has to be anarchy? I think both. Well, let me see. I'll select both. I'll look for a. Not really finding any. Oh wait, here I found an independent anarchy. Let me take a look at it. I'm just checking to see what it has. Doesn't really have what I'm looking for. Oh, wait a minute. Let me go to Winara. I think I can find something there. You know, so there's a couple of different places that you can find here, I'll just pull it up so you guys can see what I'm doing. So that way you can kind of get an idea of what this entails. So, all right, so this is in Nara. So what I'm going to do is I go Galaxy. Here, let me maximize that a bit. Galaxy, and then systems and stations, and then you go nearest. Well, let me see. Nearest to Diagondry. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Alright, you know, I was looking for... because you can sort by government. I was looking for... Independent Alliance. Doesn't matter. Here we go. Yeah, let me go back here. Stations. This is a body search. And I want populated. Yeah, I'm just gonna head over here. Let's BIP 13 13644. That's where we're going. Alright, easy enough. Let me just pull this off the screen. Hey, look at you, you outlaw. Coming to kill me, are you? Very nice, Chris Wu. How are you doing today? Hey, just having a little fun. You know how it is. Playing a little Elite. Alright, so I'm gonna head over here. I'm looking for a... resource extraction site. Gonna just play around a little bit. Because why not? Let's take a look. So we've got conflict zones and resource extraction sites galore. Looking good. Well, welcome, Chris. I will. I'm just hang on a second. I'm just trying to find. Let me slow down. Just. Alright, we'll go over to this high resource extraction site. Go have some fun. Yeah, just trying to get better at my pathetic pilot skills. You know it. And just kind of learn the ship. I never flew one of these Vipers before, so I tend to really over pilot the thing, and have a really hard time hitting my target. So, and just learning the weapons, basically how to have combat. So I ended up, well, we'll see if that actually happens. I'm one of those slow to learn players, so it takes usually twice as long for me to figure things out. But I think I can get mediocre, anyways. Maybe not good, and that'll be enough. And I'm also one of those players that when I get destroyed, it's like, that's part of the game. I just make sure I always have enough credit so it doesn't hurt too bad. And pretty much all combat that I go into with other... one of the things that I always I look forward to is the combat, and I never really get angry. You know, I always go in expecting to get my ass handed to me and lose pretty quickly. And so even if I can survive for a little while, even if I'm not even close to causing any real harm, sometimes that's good enough. At least at this point. And I think that's where you really have to start. Alright, so let me see. I have to switch up my weapons real quick because I did not change my fire group. So I got my rails and my plasma, and the Packhounds are going to have to be... Yeah, they're going to have to be here. And we'll put the... I never get mad, that's the thing. If I did, I'd be angry all the time. Oh, here you are. Yeah, no self-denial. I mean, I know that I've got a lot to learn, and if you get angry, you just don't, you never really, let me see. You never really give yourself a chance to get better. Here we go. We'll go after his drives. Let me see. All right. Let me get a little closer to this guy. Oh, I missed him. Terrible. Oh, here, let me go drives. And let me switch to those Packhounds and see what I can do. See if I can take out his drives here. Gotta get behind him though. He's jousting me, as they do. Where did he go? Oh, he's dead. A little too slow. We'll try it again. I find that I do a lot of gaming, but I have a lot of friends, and some they get really, really aggravated when they get killed in whatever game. I mean, even in a shooter, it's like that's the whole point. You're gonna get killed in shooters, and it always comes down to they think they're just better than they are. And luckily, we don't have any of those delusions here. Oh, here we go. We'll go after this guy. There's the drives. Okay. I want to go to the Packhounds. Oh, he's dead. Those are nice. They're easy. Up here. Just trying to follow these guys. They are zipping around. Okay, so here's the Fed securities. I could attack them. Oh, there we go. You can come join me if you want. That's fine. I'm sure I'll get my ass kicked, but that's all right. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see that. Right. So, I'm starting to kind of get the feel for this ship, but definitely not with flight assist off. Yeah, on this one they sure are. Here. Yeah, this ship is pretty fully engineered, Lerang, and they're armored, I believe, and with drag drives, I believe. It's been a while since I've. Let me see where we go. go after this dropship, shall we? Oh, yeah, he's a bad guy. Alright, there's his drives. So he's looking at me. Let him scan me. There we go. Yeah. I've got him pretty well leveled right now, so I don't have to worry about him too much. And against NPCs, that's why I'm actually flying against the NPCs, because I'm terrible at pips. Oh, he kind of detonated real quick there. Yeah. Oh yeah. I really, this is probably my first week of ever even bothering with combat. So, I'm playing a bunch of other stuff, but it just seemed like it was something that I was like, well, I haven't ever bothered with it. I might as well.
Scan detected. Scan detected.
I agree. But I'm just so new to everything that I wanted to at least learn how to do some basics before I start mixing it up with commanders. I know, because in all of my previous engagements with other commanders, I'm dead so fast that there's really no time to learn anything. Alright, now turn away from me. There you go.
Scan detected.
Oh! Let's see who's also hitting me. Oh, this guy. Here we go. get my... There we go. Ah, damn. I'll go after this guy. And the fighting has started. That's what I was waiting for. Ah, too far. Thanks for stopping by, Commander Chris. I'll be making sure I keep practicing. Alright. This is very difficult, though. And just haven't been... Oh, my Packhounds are out of ammo.
Under attack.
Ram action. Yeah. Yeah, and it really is. It's the I do get a little bit more familiar with it as the more I've done it, but it just has not been that great. Whoa! He rammed me. Took my shields out yet again.
Taking damage. Shields offline. Flight assist off. Flight assist. Under attack. Shields online. Scans detected.
There we go. Nice! Yeah, I'm definitely starting to enjoy flying this little ship. There he is. Oh, he's dead. And one more. Where are you? Oh! Ouch! That hurt. Alright, let me use those shields. Not too bad. I really do like those missiles, but I just gotta figure out how to use them. Oh, a clipper. Alright, let's see.
Target shields
Should we go at...
offline.
Oh, his shields are offline.
Scans detected.
Let's see if I can get behind him here. Nope. He's looking right at me.
Scans detected.
So... There we go. I'm gonna give myself a little bit more weapons. Oh, I'm not moving. Oops. hit him with my... nice. Not too terrible. And this ship's pretty resilient, I have to say. I took a little bit of abuse. But the engineering makes a big difference. Alright, we'll go after him. Don't want to shoot just yet. There you go. I still got ammo. There we go. Got a hit there. Nice. Definitely too squirrely for me. Alright, so this is the bad guy. Trying to get there. Oh, missed that time. Not bad, not bad at all. Oh, got it. Nice. Yeah, those smaller ships, pretty easy. Especially when they're getting hammered by everybody else. Oh, he's done. Well, not yet. Okay, so my rails are out, and I just have my plasma. Alright, so I'll just... I managed to survive until I ran out of ammo, which is good. Alright, nice. So we're just gonna head out of this system. Somehow managed to survive. Like it. Let me take a look what we got. in this system if I can land somewhere. Oh, there we go. Davis Gateway. I have an incoming mission critical message. A massacre contract. No, those are the worst. Massacre contract. I don't think so. Alright. That's pretty fun. So combat against NPCs, real easy. But only in a sense that it's... I can kind of stick with it because I'm getting a ton of help. But it's not so easy in that I'm just terrible. I don't consistently hit my targets. When I try to use flight assist off, it's completely disorienting. I hardly ever know which direction I'm going, and I end up flying, you know, I think I'm going toward the target, and I end up, you know, 8 kilometers away, like in a split second. So I definitely don't fully understand that yet. I don't know how to control the ship without my thrusters constantly correcting all my mistakes. So I guess I just have to learn how not to have all that extra input on the controls. But still lots of fun. All right. So I'm just gonna go land, get some repairs. Maybe find a couple other spots to go. So after this, after my live stream, of course, it'll be close to lunchtime, and it is Taco Tuesday. Oh, damn it. So we'll see if I can make it into this starport without crashing. The other day I had been flying all day, you know, landing, taking off from different starports, never having any issue at all. And then suddenly I couldn't get my ship through the slot. I just kept, and it was like I was dead center where I was supposed to be. Gear wasn't down or anything, and it would just hitch me up and slam me into the wall. And I would have to back out, and eventually what I did was I just restarted the game and loaded back in, and then I was fine. But I could not get in. It was crazy. Alright, so here we have, that looks like a commander there. So we're going back to Davis Gateway. I gotta make sure I have that. Very good. Oops. There we go. Davis Gateway. No, I don't want the... There. Don't want the low wake there. Oh, one of those things... it's kind of a beginner thing, but a lot of people don't know it. If you're overshooting a target, like this space station, if you unmark the target, usually and throttle down, you'll be able to throttle down in time, and then you can just realign. You don't have to fly past it. Just one of those things. All right, let's land this thing.
Access granted. Proceed to landing pad 122.
Either XOR 42 or Zor 42. I don't know how to say her name. At 12. So someone took a run at me there. All right.
Solid contact. Securing ship. Good to have you, Commander.
There we go. Turn in the bounties. And I think it's time to head back out. Let's see. Take one more run here. Why not? I need the experience.
Docking clamps retracted. You may leave when ready.
All right. Off we go.
All clear. Hope to see you.
Heading back to the resource extraction site. I'm gonna just fight a little bit more in this ship. Alright. So I'll try and survive out there for one more run, try to use up all my weapons, and hopefully it goes okay. It's not too terrible. So I have another account that I play on Elite Dangerous, and I do exploration, and I try to every now and then I'll live stream some exploration. It's totally different. And right now I think 24,000 light years out on the Perseus arm. I'm heading as far out as I can go, as far out as my ship will take me. And I'm kind of keeping track of kind of a rough estimate of how many credits I'm making based on the exploration data, and then how many jumps. I think it's about 1,200 jumps so far on this trip, and I'm 24,000 light years or so out. And typically what I've been doing is the shortest jumps I can manage between the systems that I want, so that I'm hitting as many systems as possible, and really making use of the new exploration mechanics so that I can discover as many new planets as possible, with kind of a focus on the high metal content, water worlds, terraformables, such, that kind of thing. And so far, I think I'm roughly about 2 billion credits in data, if I were to hand it in. When I come back, and I've already been out since December, so it's been about 3 months of real time. Now, I don't play that account every day, and sometimes I'll go a week and I won't. But on the other hand, I have no reason to come back, because I have this other account that I can do all the other fun stuff on. So I just want to get out there, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the way back. So maybe even take a long route back, or search a second arm on the way back. But then when I get back, I'm going to use that power play mechanic where you can get 200% payment for your exploration data, just to see how much I can make off of the trip. I might be able to. I mean, it would be really great to make 10 billion credits off of exploration in kind of one go. But we'll see. I'd be happy with 4 billion. That would be awesome. All right, so heading back to the resource extraction site. And just getting a little practice in. And then, for any of you guys that are watching that don't normally play in open, I mean, I've been in open the whole time, and I've run into other commanders, but they really have no interest in me. And that's pretty much how it is everywhere. There's a few, if you go to a community goal, expect to be attacked. I mean, that's just the way it is. And then, of course, there's other hotspots where you're going to just get attacked all the time, no matter what. But if you're just playing, and like for me, I'm just randomly, I'm based out of a system, and I just went and found some place that was close by for me to practice my combat skills with. I haven't really run into anybody. Alright, so here we are. Back into the... Let's see what we have up here. Alright, so right away, Federal assault ship with a massive name. And he's wanted, and he's with an eagle. So let me see if I can scan this eagle. He's an expert, and he's dangerous. So I think what we want to do is go after this guy. Oh, well, there we go. That solved that problem. His shields are just about gone. Now, tips to weapons, because I'm slow on the uptake. He's almost toast. Oh, I missed. Darn it. Oh, shield's back on, but he's 1%. Let me see if I can get through those shields. There we go. Nice. And a python. And he's wanted, of course. And he's an enemy in my power play. Enemy of the state. Oh, I got one shot in on him. Darn it. That was enough, though. Enough to get the credits. Let's see what's down here. So here's a crate. This guy's definitely a bad guy. There we go. Oh, don't shoot. You don't want to hit your friendlies. Uh-oh. Who's hitting me? I took my shields offline that quick. Oh, that's because I'm in a... I don't know why. We'll go after him. Oh, here, let me go. Since his shields are offline, there we go. Alright, he's done. Those shields back online. Whoa! Oh, he's dead. I don't think I got credit. Oh, I did. Nice. Well, there's a python around here somewhere. There he is. Yeah, this is a bad guy. Pythons are always bad guys. Yep, see?
Scan detected.
Pythons can always be counted on to be bad guys. Alright, so he's gonna scan me. And I'm not gonna shoot at him until he's done. Taking some hits now. Oh, that hurt. He's coming after me. All those guys are shooting him and he's coming after me. Don't know why. So definitely going to get some tacos after this. Alright, my rails, I have Super Penetrator and can't remember what the other one is. I don't know if I can call it up here. Let me see. No, you can't see him. Well, maybe I can't show info. Here we go. So that's Super Penetrator and Long Range. And that is... Nope, that's not what I wanted. Back. Railgun. Show info. And Feedback Cascade. There you go. And I think the plasma accelerator is efficient, and gosh, I don't even remember what I have on there. Tried to ram me. Ah, darn it, too late. Okay, it looks like we have a bad guy anaconda in a... And there's 3 of them together. Oh, he's running. Oh, he's dead. Where'd the other guys go? They all took off? Oh no, there. There he is. There go the Packhounds. And he is toast. Boom! It's not bad. I really liking those Packhounds. They take they slap the fight out of a lot of these guys. Ah, too late to the fight. Too late to the fight. Yeah, I am. I definitely target the subsystems. Here. Let me get this guy.
Target shield.
Nice. Security service did their job. They make it easy. He died quick. Yeah, the problem is that these NPCs die so fast. I barely have enough time to get a scan on them.
Target shields offline.
Their shields are already offline. Yeah, see, I didn't even get a shot off, and he was just gone. All right. I'm running out, so I got a few more shots left on my rails. Definitely have more with the Packhounds. Go after this dropship. He's a bad guy. There he is. Am I out of Packhound? I ran out of weapons here, so. Boost up those shields a bit.
Under attack.
So no more weapons. Alright, I think it's time to just bug out. There we go. Time to get out. Head back to base, and that was pretty amazing. Gotta say, quite enjoyable. All right, guys. That's gonna do it for me today. I'm gonna head back to yeah, head back home, I guess. Diagondry, that's right. It's my home base. Always like to go back there. Just wait for that FSD to charge up and then off we go. Not half bad. Alright, I'll be back on Thursday. I've had a little bit of difficulty keeping to a schedule the last few weeks. I've had some unexpected things, and then we decided last second to go on a vacation just to get away. But I don't think I have anything planned in the next few months, so I should be able to stick to my consistent streaming schedule. Tuesdays and Thursdays, 9:30 a.m. Arizona local time. I have a countdown on my Twitch page and it should show your local time zone. And if you like what you saw or enjoyed the stream, please subscribe or like, depending on where you're watching. I multi-stream, so I'm on YouTube, Twitch, and Mixer simultaneously, and whatever platform you guys like the best to watch from, please feel free to do so. But definitely give me a like, or subscribe, or a follow. Still trying to build a little bit of a following here to make this just a little bit more fun in the chat, and that way you guys know when I'm on, and we can kind of get together regularly and talk about what's what. Oh, and yeah, for my this little vacation we took, we went to San Francisco. Haven't been in a while, and it was nice to get back. It's a great city. Turn that back on. We're just our speed here. Make sure we don't got any last second.
Permission authorized. Adjust heading for approach to pad 13.
All right, there we go. Let me see. Add another pip. See what I. Nice and quiet here at Ray Gateway. That's why I like it. Not always a lot of traffic. And it's pretty well adjacent to all the good stuff. It's very close. And it's a discount system, so Liangri, everything costs less here. Oops, somebody just popped in. And we go to pad 13. There it is. All right. Nice, easy little combat today. And I'll say, it's pretty terrible.
Touchdown confirmed. Clear to visit target. Welcome, Commander.
All right, so let me. I'll just cash in my. It's in the other system. I'll have to go to another system. All right, so let's go to shipyard. I know you guys had some questions about. Oh no, not shipyard. Outfitting. Okay, so here it is. I call my ship the Dorito. It's a nice little orange triangle. Got the rails. So it's Packhounds do not have any mods on them because I just unlocked them today, but I definitely am going to put some mods on those babies. And then the plasma accelerator. Let me see what it's grade 5 efficient with target lock breaker, and the rails, like I already said, super penetrator with long range, and then this one is feedback cascade with long range. So definitely have if I can get my aim better with them, that definitely gives you a nice distance advantage. And then the core internals on this is it's reactive composites with thermal resistant and then layered. What I was going for was kind of more of the resistances, getting those even, because then I have a power plant, and this one it's armored and then stripped down, so it's lightweight but has some good resistance, and gives you a little bit more juice as well. The thrusters, they are of course dirty and drag drives. Excuse me, to give you the most speed. FSD, that's the long range, and a lot of times I'll if I'm gonna actually do some fighting where I need every little bit of advantage, I'll put a 2D in here, substitute it. But I also use this to fly around a little bit, so I'd like to have a little bit more range when I'm not actually doing real serious combat. And then life support, I didn't lightweight it, I really should. And then we have a I think I have a engineered distributor. Let me see. That I didn't put in. Yeah, look, I have a bunch of them. So I have charge enhanced with super conduits and engine focus. So I'm going to do charge enhanced. So I was on a standard distributor right there. So, all right. This one actually looks like it's a little bit better. So we'll put that on the ship. I really should check these things. Okay, and then lightweight sensors. Okay, so this is charge enhanced super conduits. Very nice. So I definitely have a little bit more capacity. It's grade 5. And then yes. Absolutely. It's like, huh. I had it on here. I must have taken it off. I needed it for another ship and just never put it back on. And then optionals. So it's a bi-weave that I just, that's a grade 5, and then it's fast charge. And then these are obviously heavy duty deep plating for the hull reinforcements, module reinforcements, the FSD interdictor for when you just absolutely positively have to pull someone out of Super Cruise, and then of course the default planetary approach suite. So there it is. That's the Dorito, and I like it. It's a fun little ship. Oh, optionals here. Let me show you. No, not optionals. Utilities. So point defense and chaff, and I could reinforce those or engineer them. I'm not really sure if it really matters at this point. And so that's pretty much it for this ship. I have a few others. Excuse me. I can tell I'm getting hungry because I'm starting to yawn. I don't know. I start to have these weird tics when I get hungry. In the shipyard, okay. So I have 35 stored ships. Some of them are, most of them are default. I went on a buying spree. So the Type 10, this one is like the Packhound. It's just a missile rack. And it's not engineered yet, but I'm definitely going to harden this thing up. And then I want to engineer all of these missile racks for high capacity. And then I'll put various different experimental features on them because that thing is going to be... Hey, Magic. Welcome. Yeah. they are pretty impressive, I have to say. I took this Defender out earlier today on the stream, and it just is devastating. It's slow, flies like a brick in molasses, but it has with these 7 Packhounds, to watch them all go off at once, it's just insane. Anything smaller than a large ship, it pretty much destroys it instantly. Which is NPCs anyways, unengineered, I guess. But it 2 or 3 salvos on a bigger ship, and it takes their shields down, even like the NPC anacondas. And you know what? It doesn't overheat, believe it or not. It doesn't. Not on this Defender. It just says warning, heat critical, and that's if you just fire off everything all at once. And then in the time it takes to recover for your next round for the missile racks to reload, your heat's back down to normal. So you never, ever overheat. It's crazy. So I would say give it a shot. And, and this is unengineered. I have not engineered this thing at all. If you put in a clean drive tuning and some other heat mitigating mods, I think you will never have a heat problem at all with this thing. And you can just fire everything all at once. It was, I had a lot of fun with it. I didn't take any heat damage at all. And I was just taking out pretty much anything that I pointed this thing at and fired with was done in like 3 salvos. Very fun. I will definitely take it out again. I will engineer it a little bit to be able to have a little bit more beef, because it's the basic lightweight hull at the moment. And if you can afford it, it's fun to just fly around in your big behemoth and just destroy everything in sight. Okay, so this Corvette, it's not really engineered. It has some engineering on it that I kind of, the thrusters and then the power plant. Oh, it has a distributor and lightweight engineering for, let me see, what's the hull? It's still lightweight. So yeah, again, I'll definitely switch that over to the military grade or the reflective, or no, the reactive. That's what it is. But I'm using this one right now just to kill Thargoid scouts, and I'm not using any anti-Thargoid weapons at all, but it's just I've got lasers and multi-cannons, and it takes them out pretty quickly. It really does. I'm sure if I had some anti-Thargoid AX multi-cannons, it would go a little bit faster. But I was just testing to see how I could, how well I would fare against the Thargoid scouts for, basically ranking up without having to go and engineer a ship. And then I don't have the Guardian stuff unlocked on this account, or getting the AX weapons. So, but a lot of fun, and because of the huge multi-cannons, they last a long time. Their rate of fire is a little bit slower. They pump out a lot of damage, and then I have them mixed with pulse lasers that I can basically fire indefinitely. I never have to stop firing. So it good question, Magic. The reason I got a second account was because I like to play ways that are mutually exclusive. I like to explore, but then in the same week, I like to have combat and do, missions, and I like to do all that kind of thing. So I was out exploring, and I never took a really long exploration trip, and so I decided, oh, you know what? They had a big sale for one of those Horizons. It was like $12 or something to get a whole new account. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to just do it. That way I can play one way, and then I can go explore and do some really long-term deep space exploration, and not have to pay that price where you just are stuck out there. And when I don't, exploration is great until it isn't, and you're sick of it. And so, yeah, that's still a little bit high with a wait. You know, they every now and then they'll have a holiday offering that's way less. And so if you're not thinking that you need to get a second account right now, just hold off until they have a really good deal and then get it. That's what I did. It was then it was like, oh, of course I'm going to get another one. It's not even $15. So I ended up I have another. I'm way at like 24,000 light years out right now, and just I'm still heading out. And that account has been out there for since right before Christmas, so about 3 months. You know, over 3 months of exploration, and I'm just racking up the discoveries, and I'm just having a great time. And then when I get sick of it, because it is monotonous and it's repetitive, and there's a whole lot of not interesting stuff that happens before you get those rare, really interesting things. And so when you get sick of doing it, it's like, all right, you know what? I just don't want to explore anymore. I load up my other account, and it's like, all right, I'm going to go do some combat. I'm going to go do some bounty hunting. I'm going to go fight against other commanders. I'm going to try community, whatever. You play, and then it's like, all right, I haven't explored in about a week. I'm getting back to it. And so it really works really well. The only drawback is if you are ranked up really well in one account and then you start from scratch with another, if you didn't really enjoy that process, you have to start and do you have to unlock the engineers, you have to build up your credits, you have to buy ships, you have to, you know, it's all that stuff. But see, I love all of that stuff. I love the whole process of engineering. I love the process of gathering materials, and I do that. You know, I don't do all at once. Like, I don't say, okay, I'm going to engineer a ship. First, I need materials, and then I just spend like a month gathering materials. That's not how I play. I just play and I do what I do. And like, if I'm doing missions, sometimes I won't just take the credits. I'll do missions that give me good materials, and so that's one way I get, you know, those grade 5 materials that are rare. I just run some missions, and I was going to do the missions anyways, and they just happen to offer good materials. Then other times I'll make sure that I'll say, all right, today, every 5th jump, I'm going to scan the nav beacon and see if there are any high grade material USSs. And if there are, I'm going to go to all of them. And so let's say I do 30 jumps that day. So in 6 systems, I'll check for high grade emissions. And sometimes in all 6, I'll find 3 or 4 high grade emissions. And it's just part of my gameplay. So yeah, it is. You know, the shopping list. You're right. That's another way to do it. I don't know if you guys use ED Engineering. That's what I use it's a desktop app that runs on Windows, but it ties into like Coriolis Shipyard. So you can build a ship in Coriolis, and for all the engineering that you want. And then what you do is you just export it right over to ED Engineer on your desktop, and it'll build a shopping list of everything you need for that ship. So it makes it much easier, much less of a hassle. You don't have to make manual lists on how the heck am I going to engineer all this? And then you do all your engineering, and you go and you're like 1 short. Yeah. It's that's called a quality of life improvement, isn't it? Where you can just export those ship builds right into ED Engineer. It's amazing. And that's, you know, people always complain. I don't know how many of you guys go to the forums at, you know, the elite forums. They're down right now for an upgrade, but you get a lot of complaints about how toxic things are and how awful it is in the game and blah, blah, blah. You know, there's a lot of that negativity. But I don't really see that very often. I think sometimes it's a lot of people venting because they just got destroyed in open because they were caught unaware. They weren't paying attention, and somebody just took them out real quick. So I don't find that it's toxic at all. Any more toxic than any other gaming community is. I mean, there's always going to be negative people. There's always going to be happy people. There's going to be ultra sensitive people. So I'm not sensitive, but I'm not mean either. I don't go out of my way to cause any problems for anybody. But I do understand the sheer pleasure in doing that sometimes. It's like, I'm going to troll people today. Sometimes you just wake up in a bad mood. Yeah. I have, I don't know, like my credit balance right now. It's a little bit low. It's just under 700 million. I think I can afford to lose a few ships and open. It's quite all right. All right, so let me see. So this one, a Python, I'm not a big fan of the Python. Now this one is not engineered. This Anaconda, what is this? Gravy Train. This is my jumper. This is the one I use to jump around. 73 light years. I think I have one that can jump a little farther than that. Let me see. Oh, you know, I think I didn't strip it back down. But anyways, this one I can get over 80 light years with. And that's really great to get around the bubble. You know, if you have to do missions, if you have to haul stuff, whatever, I'll put a bunch of cargo racks in here. And I used it just recently to get all of the merits for the Packhound missiles. You need 750 merits in order to qualify to even buy them. And once you hit that level, you can then buy them pretty much anywhere that sells missiles. But you have to, you have to earn all the merits first. And this one, I did 2 trips hauling the power play tickets or whatever. It took me 2 trips and I got 750 merits. So yeah, no, 67 light years is good for a Phantom. That's a pretty decent range for that ship. All right, let me see. All right, so let me go back. So there's the Anaconda. Oh, this is a great one. This Beluga that I have. This is I just love this ship. I use this for passenger missions, and right now I don't think I have anything in it. Optionals, yeah, it's just got some cargo racks in it, but it's if you need to want to rank up in the Federation or rank up in the Empire, go find a burning star base that was just attacked by Thargoids that you need to thank you very much for that. Appreciate it. Go find a burning star base and do a bunch of economy class passenger cabins and haul as many passengers as you can from the Federation factions or the Empire factions. You will rank up in the Navy. That's for naval rank, obviously, quickly. So that's how I did it, and I used my big old. This thing has it's great. It has the kind of that fiery red and black paint job on it. It looks really awesome. Then Crate Phantom. I've flown this a bit. I haven't used it that much. It's unengineered, but it's a fun ship to fly. The Mark II, I use this for. It's called Deep Core 1. This is how I make all my money in the game. I do void opal core mining, but I also do some of the other material core mining because it's actually because everybody's mining void opals. It's easier to find some of the other ones, and there are maybe a few thousands of credits difference for maximum per ton, and they're much easier to find. So maybe not void opal cores, but you can go find some of the other cores, and you end up still making about 250 million credits per full cargo hold. And that can take me anywhere between 1 and 2 hours to do, but for 2 hours of work, 250 million, that's a pretty good return on your time investment. So, and I find that this is the best mining ship for how I mine. You can see it's got the 264-ton cargo, cargo racks. I've got a decent fuel scoop. It's engineered, so I've got lightweight with deep plating. I have a 7B power plant on it, but that's unengineered because I just haven't gotten around to it. But You can lightweight this thing to get a little bit faster. It's got a pretty decent top speed. The boost is 474. So the way I don't know if you guys have done any core mining, but the way you core mine, you have to really survey a bunch of asteroids in as many as you can in the shortest period of time. That's how you kind of min max that, and you kind of make it worth your time. You can find a lot of cores that way. I won't talk any more about it. By far my favorite core mining ship. And Type 9, never used it. I bought it. I think what I'm gonna end up doing is I'm gonna make a deep space explorer out of it, just because how freaking ridiculous would that be, right? Anyways, Fertilance, I bought it. I like the way it looks. I still have never flown it. I'll get around to it one day, I'm sure. Mamba, same thing, bought it, haven't flown it. I had a bunch of credits. I had like 3 billion credits. And I was like, well, before I spend all this, piss it all away on crap, I'm going to go and buy every ship. So that's what I did. I went and bought every ship. And then I A-rated almost all of them, A to D. So, you've got some A-rated stuff. Some I haven't even touched, like this power plant's an E. Obviously, I haven't done anything to this one. Orca, I've flown this one a bit. Not my favorite. Clipper, I love my Clipper. If you want a fast... Well, this isn't my really fast one, though. No, you know what it is? It's not the Clipper. It's the Courier that I love. I'll show you that one. Asp Explorer. This was one of my... And this is scandalous. This one, I was a fuel rat for a little while. I tried that out. It was fun. Went and rescued a few people. Fly out to a stranded ship with fuel limpets and extra fuel and plan it out and rescue their ass. And I actually used this to rescue when I was just starting to explore in my other account. I ran out of fuel and I flew my other account out to it and fueled up my other ship and went on my merry way. So there you go. Anyways, I rescued my own ship. Yeah, well, exactly. Trying ships out to do things that they weren't meant for, it's some of the most fun ever. And okay, and so I've these like the Federal Gunship. I definitely want to try these, but I just bought them and I've put them in storage. The Alliance Challenger I have used, not this one, and the Chieftain I've used. I haven't used the Crusader hardly at all. The Chieftain, in my other account, I have an anti-Thargoid Chieftain that really works well. Type 7 was my first big cargo ship. I flew around in this thing forever. And it's pretty much stripped down, bare bones now. Vulture, this is my pork pie Vengeance. This was my first combat ship, and it didn't go so well. But I use it every now and then. And this one is this is by far my favorite. I use this for getting around the bubble. I use it for hauling illegal goods, smuggling illegal passengers. I even use it for exploration. It's super fast. Look at that. 801 meters per second boost speed. I boost once and I'm out of weapons range of pretty much every ship in the game. Just in one boost. So at most I'll take a couple of hits. It has some basic shields on it. I think I have it stripped down right now and it has some cargo. But totally engineered to be as lightweight and as fast as possible. And it's amazingly fast. I mean, when I boost this thing, flying at 800 meters per second out the mail slot is, if you're off, you're just dead because you just detonate. But it's totally amazingly fun. And then I have a Cobra. I early on in the game, I used a Cobra, and then I sold it when I upgraded. And I never bought another one back, but I went and got it. Asp Scout, never used it. Keelback, never used it. Imperial Eagle, I've flown. DBX, I've done the Diamondback Explorer, is great. And of course, my Atomic Wedgie, my Sidewinder. I used this for everything when I first started playing the game. And the Sidewinders are amazingly fun. It's just a fun ship to fly. And you can do a lot with them. I'm trying to think of what else. I have a few others. And then this one is my illegal Sidewinder. All right, so anyways, those are all the ships I have right now. The only one I think I'm missing is the Imperial Cutter. On this account, I don't have enough rank to buy it yet, so it's not one of my favorite ships anyways. It is a great cargo ship, though. Absolutely amazing. Holds the most cargo out of any in the game. So, all right, that's going to do it for me today. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you so much for the follow. I'll be back Thursday for more fun and excitement in Elite Dangerous, because it's pretty much my favorite game of all time. And 9:30 a.m. I'll see you guys on, today's Tuesday. I'll see you on Thursday. And then, I don't know, I'll plan something for next week, maybe a little bit different in Elite Dangerous, see if I can't do something completely stupid. But anyways, that'll do it for me for today. I'm very dead. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back on Thursday. Have a good one.